Welcome everyone to this topic configure the default gateway. In the first point, default gateway on a host. If your local network has only one router, it will be the gateway router and all hosts and switches on your network must be configured with this information. If your local network has multiple routers, you must select one of them to be the default gateway router. This topic explains how to configure the default gateway on hosts and switches. For an end device to communicate over the network, it must be configured with the correct IP address information, including the default gateway address. The default gateway is only used when the host wants to send a packet to a device on another network. The default gateway address is generally the router interface address attached to the local network of the host. The IP address of the host device and the router interface address must be in the same network. For example, assume an IPv4 network topology consists of a router interconnecting two separate LANs. G00 is connected to network 192.168.10.0, while G01 is connected to network 192.178.11.0. Each host device is configured with the appropriate default gateway address. In this example, if PC1 sends a packet to PC2, then the default gateway is not used. Instead, PC1 addresses the packet with the IP4 address of PC2 and forward the packet directly to PC2 through the switch. How we can see in this image, or like we can see in this image. What if PC1 sends a packet to PC3? In this case, PC1 will address the packet with the IP4 address of PC3, but will forward the packet to its default gateway, which is the G000 interface of R1 or router 1. The router accepts the packet and accesses its routing table to determine that G001 is the appropriate exit interface based on the destination address. R1 then forward the packet out of the appropriate interface to reach PC3, like this image. The same process will occur on an IPv6 network, although this is not shown in the topology. Device will use the IPv6 address of the local router as their default gateway. The next point, default gateway on a switch. A switch that interconnects client's computer is typically a layer 2 device. As such, a layer 2 switch does not require an IP address to function properly. However, an IP configuration can be configured on a switch to give an administrator remote access to the switch. To connect to and manage a switch over the local IP network, it must have a switch virtual interface SVI configured. The switch virtual interface is configured with an IPv4 address and subnet mask on the local LAN. The switch must also have a default gateway address configured to remotely manage the switch from another network. The default gateway address is typically configured on all devices that will communicate beyond their local network. To configure an IPv4 address or default gateway on a switch, use the IP default gateway with the IP address global configuration command. The IP address that is configured is the IPv4 address of the local router interface connected to the switch. The figure shows an administrator establishing a remote connection to switch S1 on another network. Okay, this is the or command line interface. In S1, show running config. Okay, this is the name, interface VLAN1, IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. Okay. In this side, in left side is this network 192.178.10.0. In the right side, this is the network 192.168.11.0. In this example, the administrator host will use its default gateway to send the packet to the G001 interface of R1. R1 will forward the packet to S1 out of its G000 interface because the packet source IP4 address came from another network. S1 will require a default gateway to forward the packet to the G000 interface of R1. Therefore, S1 must be configured with a default gateway to be able to rapidly and establish a security shell connection with the administrative host. Note: packets originating from the computer connect to the switch must already have the default gateway address configured on their host computer operating system. A workgroup switch can also be configured with an IPv6 address on a switch virtual interface. However, the switch does not require the IPv6 address of the default gateway to be configured manually. The switch will automatically receive its default gateway from the ICMP version 6 router advertisement message from the router. And we have two activities. Go with the first. Build a switch and router network. Wait a second, please. Okay. Packet Tracer. Build a switch and router network. Objectives: configure PCs, configure a router, verify end-to-end connectivity, configure a switch, and secure remote access to the router. Background scenario: you're on a small insurance agency. The recently purchase of Cisco router and switch. She has two wired PCs that need to be connected to the network. She is proud of your progress in your networking course and asks you if you would like to demonstrate your skill. Your job is connect the device, implement a basic configuration, and verify connectivity. After network connectivity has been verified, you will use iOS command to retrieve information from the device to answer questions about your network equipment. You will also configure the router for secure remote access. When you are ready, click Next to get started. Okay, 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 next. First, you will connect the device using Cooper Strange Through cable. Connect R1 in port gigabyte 001 to any port on switch 1. Okay, with this cable, connect to router in this port and attach to switch 1 in fast Ethernet 0. In Gigabyte Ethernet 01. Connect PCA to any port on switch 1. Okay, PC1, PCA, sorry. Okay, okay. And connect PCB to R1 in G000. Okay. You have successfully connect all the devices in the network. Now it's time to configure them. Click Next to configure. In this step, you will assign a static IPv4 addressing information to the PC's interface. Use the information in the addressing table to complete the task. Configure the IPv4 address, subnet mask, and default gateway setting on PCA. Okay, IP configuration here, and IPv4 for PCA is this. Copy and paste. Subnet mask and default gateway is this. Here. Okay, 192.168.1.1. Okay, close and assign the information on PCB. Okay, 192.168.03. Subnet mask and default gateway 192.168.1.1. Okay. Again, IP4 address. Sorry, my bad. Is 0. Okay, and close. Next, test connectivity between PCA and PCB. Okay, enter in PCA, enter in command prompt, and enter the command ping with the IP address of PCA 192.168.1013. Enter. Okay. Why were the ping not successful? Uh, the command ping is useful. The router interface, which are the default gateway for each PC, have not been configured yet. Therefore, the ping traffic is not being routed between the PCA and PCB network. Note that link lines on the connection from the router are red. This indicates that the links are not function. Okay. Packet sent 4, packet received 0. Okay. I lost 4 packets. I don't have connection between switch, router, and PCB. Okay, this is my bad. Okay, go next. In this step, you will use the clear tab for R1 to configure basic settings. You can connect a console cable and access the clear from PCA or PCB if you wish. However, in this activity, you can also just click R1 to open it. Okay, enable and show running config. The first task is assign a hostname according to the addressing table. Okay, for this task, I need to be in the global mode with config terminal and enter host name command with R1. Okay, the next task is assign class as the privileged exec encryption password. Okay, I need to assign this. I don't remember what is the command. I think is console zero. No, I need to back with this back and line console zero. Enter. Okay. The next step is assign the password. Password in this case is class and login. Okay, password. Okay, I don't know what is the problem with this. This say class. Okay, configure the privilege exec mode password and global. Okay, enable separate is my bad. Okay, assign Cisco as the console password and enable login. Okay, this is the command again. Enter and configure. Sorry, configure. Sorry. And okay, with the command password. Okay, exit. Config terminal. And the command, I don't remember what command, password or console. Line console 0, password, Cisco, and login. Okay, encrypt the plain text password with this command. Okay, okay, wait a second, please. Is with the command service encryption. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. Enable secret password. No. Service password encryption. Okay. Again, exit. And service. No. Okay. Again, exit. Okay. And service. Password encryption. Okay. And create a banner that once anyone accessing the device that unauthorized access is prohibited. Okay. What is the command? Okay, it's here. Banner mode. Okay. And a 5. Okay, enter. Well, for G000, configure IP addressing according to the table. Okay, I need to enter in interface G000. Sorry. Okay, IP. I need to watch what is the command. Click here to reveal the next hint. IP address. Okay. IP address from the table is 192, 160A, sorry, 01 with subnet mask and enter. Okay, and exit, exit, exit again, and password is okay. Enable. What is the address? I don't remember. Class. Okay. Okay. Show interfaces. Okay. Okay. Config terminal and interface G001 and IP address 160A, sorry, 192, 160A, 1.1 with subnet mask. Okay. And no shutdown. Okay, this is my bad. No shutdown. Okay. And again with exit interface G000 and no shutdown. Okay. Exit and save the running configuration to the startup configuration file with the command copy running. Okay, is here copy running and startup config. Okay, excellent. And the next task, now let's test connectivity between PCA and PCB again. Okay, again, excellent. Packet sent 4, packet receive 4, lost 0. Okay. Why were the ping between PCA and PCB successful? Because I configured the switch and router. Okay. Because I configure the switch 1 and router 1. The router is routing the ping traffic across the two networks. The default setting for the 2960 switch will automatically enable the interface that are connected to the switch to the device. Okay. The next task, in this step you will use the click tab for S1 to configure basic settings. You can connect a console cable and access the clip from PCA on PCB. If you wish, however, in this activity you can also just click S1 to open it. Okay, S1 and enter. Assign a hostname, okay, with the command enable, with the command configure terminal, and with the command host name is 1. The next task, assign class as the privileged exec encryption password. Okay, and I don't remember what is the command. Okay, okay. Enable secret. Okay, with the command enable secret class. Okay. Assign Cisco as the console password and enable login. Okay, with the command line console 0 and assign the password sorry, Cisco, and okay, and log G. Encrypt the plain text password. Okay, exit and enter the command. Okay, service password encryption. Okay, create a banner. Okay, with the command banner mod. Okay, I copy this and enter here. Paste. Sorry again. Copy, paste, and enter. For VLAN 1, configure IP addressing according to the addressing table and activate the interface. Okay, interface VLAN 1, as in the IP address. In this case, for switch 1 is 192.168 1.2 with subnet mask. So, and now shut down. Okay, and configure the default gateway according to the addressing table. Again with default. Okay, okay, exit and default. Okay, IP default gateway. Okay, my bad. Is with the command IP default gateway. In this case, the default gateway is 192.168 1.1. Okay, and save the running configuration to the startup config file. Okay, exit and copy running and startup config. Okay, excellent. Secure remote access to R1. On R1, configure the domain name as academy.net. Okay, close switch and open router. Again, password and enable and R1 with configure terminal and the domain name. Okay, I need to view the command. What is the command? Um, domain. Okay. Okay, okay. IP domain name. Okay, 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 okay. IP domain name. Okay. Generate RSE keys with okay. And okay. Generate RS key. Show interface. Okay. Configure terminal. Okay. Crypto key. Generate RSE. Okay. Crypto key. Generate. Okay. Well, create a user with security shell user as the username and Cisco as the secret password. Okay, for this, okay, username, okay, user name and secret. Configure the virtual teletypes lines to use the local username database for login credentials. The virtual teletype lines should only allow security shell for remote access. Okay, I enter. Here is the commands. Okay, line bty. Okay, 0 to 4. Okay, login, local, and transport input security shell. Okay. Now let's verify security shell remote access from PCA or PCB. Use the command prompt to establish a security session with R1. At the prompt, use the security shell command. From PCA, command prompt. Okay. Security shell dash L with username. In this case is user and okay. In this case, the okay, only security shell. Okay, security shell. Username in this case is SSH user, and the target is 192.168.0.1. Password is Cisco and enter. Okay, and if the G001 interface status is administratively down, what interface configuration command will you use to activate the interface with the command no shut down? What will happen if you had incorrectly configured interface G001 on the router with an IP address? And in this case, I don't have reach from PCA to PCB because the interface is wrong or is bad. Is bad the address. Okay, no shutdown. And PCA will not be able to ping PCB. This is because PCB is on a different network than PCA. A default gateway router is required to route these packets. PCA is configured to use the IP address of 192.168.1.1 to the default gateway router, but this address is not asynced to any device on the LAN. Any packets that need to send to the default gateway for routing will never reach the destination. Okay, and congratulations, you have successful connect devices. Implemented basic configuration from PCs, a router and switch, then then secure and verify remote access to the router. Summary: in this activity, you have accomplished the following learning objectives: connect and configure PCs, configure a router, verify end-to-end connectivity, configure a switch, and secure and verify remote access to the router. Reflection question answers: if the G001 interface status is administratively down, what interface configuration command will you use to activate the interface with no shutdown? Okay, okay, it's the same. Well, this is all for this. See you in the next one. Bye.